I have a bone to pick with Patterrz, and here's the worst part. It's not even his fault. So before we start, comment who you want next. Obviously, you know today's episodes. Now, I've been waiting to talk about this guy for like 2 months. So let's just get into it. How did Patterrz break the Pokemon community? Well, if you don't know, Patterrz does reaction videos. They're actually pretty good compared to the rest. He throws in some edits, his own 2-piece. It's actually pretty solid. I actually like it. But here's the problem. He was too good at it. And what happens when you're too good at something? You get views. And what happens when you get views? Other people start to take notice and they want to imitate you. So I just want you to assume what happens. Alright, time's up. What happens is a bunch of other Poketubers go and do reactions. Even some small ones do it as well. But here's my issue with it. It's the way they go about it. With Patterrz, it's very authentic in the way he does it. In a sense, he is the creator. No, I'm not contributing him with starting nor creating reactions or Poketuber reactions. However, I think there's a strong argument to say he did popularize it. I don't think that's a word, but whatever. Anyways, he did it well, and everyone else is kind of just playing imitator. And you might be saying like, you're an idiot. Maybe they just want to react. It's good content for people, you know? No. You see, what they all do is they all react kind of to the same subset of things. Biggest example being any video that Jaden Animation makes that is Pokemon related. Now, I'm not trying to knock Jaden, you know, she's hustling, she's making some great content. This ain't about her. This is, actually, you know what, I'm just gonna stop this here. If you want me to go more into it, tell me in the comments below and I'll make a whole separate video for it. But let's just keep it strictly about Patterrz. I'm getting into more ranty territory. I'll just sum it up with this meme. Now let's talk about the rest of Patterrz. His streams are something I'm really gonna go too into because, well, I haven't been able to catch any, and also I'm not really too comfortable critiquing, you know, streams. But you know, for something that's just fun and creates an inclusive environment, that's pretty much a thumbs up for me. But to be honest, I don't really know. Now, before we go into people calling me a hypocrite with the whole Patterrz being a creator with, you know, the reaction videos. Now, he does do meme reviews like another Poketuber. We're not going to name names here. But once again, I will say, whether he's creating or imitating, I think there has to kind of be like a little more deeper examination. However, to his credit, I have seen that he has been, you know, they're kind of theme based, and you know, he adds a couple of good edits here and there. But once again, I'm not gonna say whether he's imitating that guy or not. If you also want that, let me know down below. Anyways, Patterrz, oh gosh, this is really, truthfully, this is a difficult channel to break down because he does a lot, and this is kind of a good thing and bad thing at the same time because, you know, it's good because variety is the spice of life type of vibes, but at the same time, it's kind of like, when you do so many different things, it kind of, you know, like splits fan bases. Now, yes, I know there are people who are there for all of Patterrz, but let's say some people just like only his tier list, or only like his meme reviews, or only like his reactions, you know. That's just a little issue that could kind of happen. At this point, you can't really change it, but I think it's just something that, you know, we should be aware of. Now, when I was looking through his channel, I noticed he has quite a bit of stream highlights in his videos. And honestly, we're going to talk a little bit about this later, but pretty much, I think these can be drastically improved from importing them to Twitch or, you know, YouTube streaming to like an actual video. Now, he does this all the time. But once again, get rid of dead parts, cut it up, maybe add an edit or two in, and it's gonna look a lot better. Now, to his credit, he does do this with some of his videos, but I like to see him do it with like a large majority and like a lot more edits and a lot more jump cuts. Now, also, I did not say this earlier, but Patterrz, I don't know what's in his mind, but that dude is creative. And I truly mean that. I'm not being mean or sarcastic. Like, the stuff he comes up with, it's really impressive. I don't know how he does it, but Patterrz, whatever you're doing, with that, whatever you're doing with your ideas, just keep doing it, man, because you're killing it on that front. I'm seeing a bunch of things. I'm like, wow, this is really interesting. And this before even clicking and watching the video. Now let's get to the man, the way he acts, Patterrz himself. Now, usually I'm pretty good at sniffing out whether someone's, you know, like a little bit fake-ish, or you know, or whether they're actually like a real person, like, you know, portraying themselves on screen as they are off screen. However, this one was a little tough for me. I genuinely had trouble either distinguishing if he was being genuine or if he was pandering to, you know, a younger fan base. Now, honestly, the reason why I had trouble with it is because the way he acted seemed completely normal. Like, his mannerisms seemed natural, but the way he talked was really like awkward. And once again, he kind of does this thing that a lot of people do, and it's kind of like, I'm gonna talk louder in order to seem more entertaining. Now, don't misconstrue my words in saying I'm not saying Patterrz is not entertaining. Personally, I think he is, but I think it's like, it's almost robotic. It's like being monotone but speaking loud. It's kind of like, instead of talking like this, I talk like this for the whole video. You know, like, that's really annoying. Once again, maybe that's just a me thing, but once again, if he could just talk a little bit more naturally, maybe just throw in some inflections and only be loud for emphasis, you know, I think it's definitely gonna be more better. Now, his pacing. This is something I really want to talk about. Once again, with the videos that it's just stream highlights, the pacing is quite frankly garbage. It's slow, you know, at its worst, but it's very inconsistent. So it's kind of like, you know, I'm sitting there watching it on my phone and I'm a little bit like, what is going on? It's either that or I'm sitting here like, I'm bored, I want to watch another video. Now, for his other videos, I think it kind of depends. You know, I think the pacing's pretty good, but I think he would really benefit, both in his streams and his regular videos. I think he would benefit from using way more jump cuts and not even intros. Like, do either no intro or just like a little text explaining it, because I think his video ideas are so self-explanatory. They don't really need explaining. So yeah, that's my biggest, you know, critique. His thumbnails are alright. I think they're kind of like bordering between kind of annoying and like, I get what you're doing here with the whole showing your face and stuff. Once again, kind of like Wolfie VGC's thumbnail. They're not bad, but they're not like fantastic. You know, I see what you're doing. You know, your face is a part of your brand, but just putting it out there, it's okay. You know, no real like praises or like major takeaways from it. So overall, I do recommend this channel. If you love some originality, you're gonna love this channel. While he is original, I feel that his pacing is sometimes inconsistent, like I just said, and it definitely hurts his videos. Now, just putting that aside, I like what he's doing with this channel. I like the way he's going. It's kind of like he's bridging the gap between what a traditional Poketuber is and what a mainstream YouTuber does. It's kind of like he's taking elements of both and kind of just like doing that. And I like that. And I could really see him in that 1 million subscriber range, like Munchin Orange and M&J TV. I definitely think he has the chops and the personnel to make it up there. So, Patterrz, if you're watching this, great channel, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Maybe consider what I said about the pacing. Once again, though, that is your call. Do what works. If the watch time retention is high, then ignore what I'm saying. Now, for a score, before we get to it, is he a good channel? Yes, but he has a long way to go. I feel like he has a much higher ceiling, and he definitely has some work to do before he could truly be like a great YouTuber. But it's definitely there. So for the score, while a little bit low, it's going to be 6.85 out of 10. Let me know what you guys are thinking down below. Pretty much as it. Recommend who you want next. Consider subscribing. Watch some more videos. But above all else,